Welcome to Reverie Podcast. I'm your host, TikTok Mama, and today we have a special guest with us. We have Crys Wall, also known as Paul Wall's wife. We're super excited. Today's segment is Hip Hop Wives of H-Town. So we are so excited. Let's get started. Crys, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, Crys. You looking right?
Yes. Thank you. So are you? So are all of you?
The fit is fitting. We try to mesh. We try.
Yeah.
We try. We'll drop a little. Let's do cheetah, or let's do red, or let's do blue. But you can do anything with that, right? And it just kind of we all come together. It looks good.
I like the cheetah girl.
Thank you.
Cheetah
and
power.
then you come up in
cheetah
here.
Power. Yes. Oh, you know I had to bring my bag.
Yeah.
Because y'all said match. Y'all said either wear black or red, and I was like, well, we're gonna do black and brown. And then
No, that's perfect.
And it came together perfectly.
Yes. So, Crys, first thing I want to talk about is family dynamics. Like, tell us how you met Paul.
Okay.
Tell us kids. Tell us how long you've been married. All of that. Let's start with family dynamics.
Okay. Family dynamics. We've been married. It'll be 20 years next year.
Oh, Lord.
Next October.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We've been together 20 years already, though. So,
Wait a minute.
yeah. So we've been together.
She's trying to do the math. You see the wheels turning.
We started dating in 2003,
Okay.
and we got married in 2005.
Okay.
Same day as the day that we started dating.
Oh.
Because we wanted to keep our anniversary date.
Okay,
love
so
that.
how did that happen? How did the meet happen?
So I used to be in a singing group. I sang like my whole life. I used to do talent shows as a teenager. So that's how I met him, because I was in a singing group and I was out selling my CDs.
How old were you at this
I
point?
was 22. I was 22. But I knew him from college also, just from because I went to TSU, he went to U of H. And
Okay.
he used to always be at my school.
Okay.
And I would be like, what are you doing here? I would always tease him, but I didn't really know him. I had never really had a real conversation with him. It was just how it is in college. You walk the yard and you see each other. So 2 years later is when I met him at a club, and his friend was trying to talk to me, and his friend was like, I was like, yeah, buy a CD, because I wasn't really into him. It was just no, buy a CD, So he was like, oh, let me ask Paul, and Paul came over and was like, well, let me get two of them, and he didn't try to talk to me or anything like that. You
knew who he was.
I knew he was, sort of. But I never really, I kind of looked at him and me like he and I, we were on the same level in my mind.
And because
you are.
Yeah, well, because in my mind we were both Houston artists coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's kind of how it is in Houston too. We don't take nobody serious until it's till they blow.
Right.
So for me it was he was somebody I went to college with and was familiar with, but hey, look at you, because he had a performance that night too, and I was like, look at you. He was like, yeah, let me get 2 CDs. Okay, cool, let me get you 2 of them. So he bought the CDs, and then he stood there and started talking to me about my music. He wasn't talking to me about did I have a boyfriend or any of that. It was all about my music, and that was cool. And we left. Everything was cool that night, right? I thought about him for 2 weeks after that. He stayed on my mind. I don't know why. Why he stayed on my mind. And for some reason, I thought he was married, because I heard him on the radio say that it was when In Love With My Money was out. He was on the radio talking to Mad Hatter, and he said he was married. Well, I clicked it off. I was like, damn, he young to get married. Okay.
Wait, what is the age difference between you guys?
3 months.
I feel like
Y'all really close.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I thought he was my age. I was so old.
No,
okay.
It's the gray hair.
It's the gray hair. He's been gray since our first baby.
dance. Oh, bless it. Okay,
the
I
baby
can't
that
wait to get
did it.
there. I can't wait to get there. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. So, where was I? I thought about him for 2 weeks. I thought he was married, and I was like, then one of my friends was like, "Girl, he is not married." He said he was married to his car, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And in that 2-week period, my friend hooked up with one of his friends who worked at the club that he was promoting, and we just went back to that club. And Paul was at the door when I got there, and he was like, "Hey, that CD was scratched. I need to get your number. Let me get your number." Yeah, he was like, "Let me get your number."
I like that line. I like that pickup line.
Hey, he was like, "Hey, that CD was scratched." He was like, "I need to get your number. I'm gonna chop and screw it." Okay, all right, yeah, I'll give you my number. And that night, he kept coming up to me on the dance floor. He doesn't dance, but he was out there dancing.
No, he told me first time I met Paul, he goes, I ain't doing none of them little TikTok dances.
Yeah.
I said, Paul, just stand there and post up. That's all I need.
He'll give you a south side. He gonna give you a south side. He gonna body rock. He ain't gonna give you nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, but he was out there on the dance floor with me cutting the rug for a minute. And I'm like,
okay.
yeah, I was like, he liked me.
He was a white boy, so
you
was good with that.
Yes.
You know what?
That's
So-
what I want to know. Is that your first white boy?
It's the only one.
Hey. We can edit whatever you want. Okay, we can edit whatever you want.
He was the first white boy?
Yes, Chris.
Is he the only white boy? That's what it is.
Yes, I understand because I'm married to a white boy, so I get it. I
No,
get it.
well, okay, no. Okay, let me keep it real.
Keep it real.
So I grew up in Fifth Ward, Texas,
Okay.
and when I went to high school, we lived in Pasadena, Texas.
Oh.
Yes, you went to
Pass a
school with
Bunkadina.
my sister-in-law.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Ooh, are we the same age?
You know Trisha Montez and
Yes.
Trudy Marroquin?
Girl, yeah.
Yes. We're in the same.
The Montezes.
Yes.
Okay, so I think they were cool with my sister Courtney.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. Show me a picture so I know exactly who I'm talking about.
They're
but
in
I
New
know
Jersey now, but yeah.
Oh, are they? They're not twins, right?
No.
No, they're sisters. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trini and them.
Tell the girls.
Trini and them?
You Trini and them.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up in a very diverse
Yes,
community.
yes.
And for a long time, I only dated black dudes.
In high school, out of high school?
Well, in high school, I started venturing out
Okay.
because why not?
She said, "Let me dip my toe."
Because why not? And then I was always interested in other cultures, and so I never
Same.
really saw people for like black, white, this and that.
You.
I love that.
But I do understand being a black woman. I was always on guard with white men, or with any men of any race, any other race besides black, but particularly white men. There was a distrust there because growing up in Pasadena, I had experienced a lot of racism. I experienced people calling me the N-word while they're on the bus hiding, you know, not being able to walk down the street without somebody calling you the N-word, or guys, like my manager. I worked at KFC when I was 15. My manager used to hit on me. He would wait for me to go to the restroom and come hit on me, and then on the actual work floor, he would like kind of belittle me and act racist towards me. But you trying to get me in the bathroom. I got to hide from your ass in the bathroom. So
Damn.
I kind of have, and I've also dealt with colorism. I'm the darkest one out of my sisters in my family. So for me, when it comes to race, and I don't know, I've always been into the cultures and not so much the race as much, and I've always been open to learn about different people.
Yes.
And it's also been about spirit and morals and values for me more than anything, because you could be a piece of shit, you could be hot AF, but just a complete piece of shit.
Doesn't that make
as a
them so
person.
ugly? That makes you so ugly.
So I never really focused on that. But in high school, I started venturing out and dating like different types of guys. A few Hispanic guys, a Dominican boy. A Dominican boy was my first kiss, and it was like that was my first time going to a party where everybody was salsa, merengue, all that, and I fell in love because I was like, "Oh, this my shit right here."
Chris can dance.
Yeah, because
Chris
I
can
love to dance, and
We're gonna do a dance together. Sooner or later,
Girl,
we're going to
come
do
on.
it.
Love that. Okay, let me ask you something. Take us. May I borrow the mic?
Take us a little bit further back. So you touched on high school life. I've always been fascinated with people that have come up, have made something of themselves. Tell me about your childhood. Like, did you always dream that this is what your life would be? Did you manifest this? Are these your goals where you are today?
I guess so. I mean, growing up, I grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents were the cool people. Like, my mom was fine as hell. My dad was fine as hell. My dad
Hell
was
yeah.
the
Well, you're
railroad.
pretty, so yeah, I could see that.
Oh, thank you. I didn't think that growing up. Like, I never thought I was ugly. I thought I was always beautiful and smart over pretty. But thank you. Now I feel pretty. But I just grew up with cool parents, and they were loving and crazy at the same damn time. Like, my mom was a firecracker, so I grew up watching. Sometimes when they would fight, I'd watch my mom. She's from Fifth Ward, so like she don't play. She's from Louisiana,
Motherfucking
born
Fifth
in
Ward,
Louisiana,
Texas.
raised in Fifth Ward. So she
What part
was
of
not-
Louisiana?
Gibbsland, Louisiana. It's by Shreveport.
Okay.
Yep.
They make groceries over there.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first time I heard that. I said, "You about to make groceries?" Bitch, yes. What the fuck that mean? Oh, you're gonna go grocery shopping.
We're going to make
Gotcha.
groceries.
Make
Got it.
groceries.
Oh, wow.
They make groceries.
They
over
make
there.
groceries,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I was
They good in
lost.
country. They good in country.
I
They
love
stay in their
it.
country.
Jackie, like I say that too.
I got to
Okay,
make
wait. I
groceries.
feel like we skipped a spot. You met Paul. I didn't hear. I want to hear how that solidified.
Yeah.
When those babies came in.
Okay. So, after like our first encounter,
Uh huh.
where we switched,
You said 2
exchanged
weeks later
numbers.
you couldn't stop thinking about him.
2
right?
weeks later, he met him again. That's when he wanted to chop and screw the CD. We kind of, after we talked on the phone, so I was in my group, and I was very dedicated to this group. I had, like, my parents had forbid me from being in this group, y'all. And they took my
Why?
car away.
Friend, why?
Yes, because I was.
You went to school.
But you're a college student, and they started.
Yeah, I was a
stripping
college
stuff away?
student working 3 jobs.
Girl.
And I was trying to pay for school, and they kept taking grants away from me and stuff. And so I saw this poster for this singing group, and I was like, I love to sing. That's all I want to do, anyways. I don't want to be a teacher because I was in school.
That's
to
what
be
you were
a
doing. I
teacher.
was about to ask what you're going.
Yeah, I was in school to be a teacher, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to sing. So I joined that group. Well, I auditioned and I joined the group, and then I was in it for like a year. And my parents were like, "You gotta quit. You gotta quit," because I was slacking in school.
Okay.
I was slacking in school, and eventually I quit school and was like, "Nah, I'm all about this group." And my dad was like, "You gotta quit. Like you need your education. It's all about your education." So then he gave me an ultimatum, and he was also, they were being really overprotective at the time, like to stop me from going places. He'd take the battery out of my car.
Oh, I remember my friend's father would do that. He'd take the battery out, or he like unplugged like the spark plug stuff. And I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, he
But
did me
as a
dirty.
parent, as a parent, do you see why they would do that then? Would you do
No,
the same
I
thing
wouldn't
with your
do
kids?
that.
You
So
wouldn't do
I'm
that?
real different with my kids.
I think
I
you
can't
would
wait
be
to
like
hear
more
that.
vocal with your children, right?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing was, I get it now why my dad did what he did, because he was scared.
Right.
Because I've always been the type that once I put my mind towards something, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, he knows that.
And yeah, and everybody knows that about me. I say what I want, I do what I want, and you can not agree with it, and I'm okay to hear your side. But if it's something that's on my heart that I know I need to do, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
for you.
I'm gonna do it. And they know that they raised me that way. So he was very scared of that, because he was scared of what other people would do to me. Because
Take
he,
advantage of it.
yes, because he also knew that I'm loving. I'm not a dick. Like, I'm just real cool. I've always been
You're
this way my whole
accepting
life.
and
Yeah, I grew up like that though. Like, I grew up having to, or not even having to, but knowing to accept people, respect people where they were, and not judge folks. So my dad knew that I was that type of person, and he was so scared of what anybody would do to me.
But
you.
daddy, you raised this, so like
Yeah.
Yeah.
believe in the.
It's
woman
hard
that
though
you
when they're going
raised.
through it.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I'm going through that right now with my kids, but I'm more like, I'm trying to let go.
So hard.
It's hard, but
How
we
hard.
have to though. my son's 18 and my daughter is 17.
Ooh.
And my niece is 24.
Is she in the home with y'all?
She is.
Okay.
So we started raising her after my sister passed in
Okay.
2014.
Aw.
So we took. Thank y'all for saying that. Sorry, yeah, it was tough, but we started raising Chaslin. So that's my.
At what
that's my
age
baby.
did you get her?
She was 14.
Okay.
She was 14.
Real quick, I'm
going
sorry to
into middle-
interrupt.
I mean,
Before we
going
get
into
to
high
the
school.
before we get to the kids, what did your parents think about you dating a white boy?
They were cool with it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But you grew up in Houston. Houston to me is about
Diverse.
diversity.
Well, my
It's-
dad, his thing was like,
My parents were not cool with it.
really?
Oh yes.
I know. I was worried that maybe Paul's parents wouldn't be cool with it, but then it was like, oh no, they.
Well, see, I get what
It's all good.
See, I
over
get where
here.
Trisha would, because I grew up in a predominantly black and Hispanic area, Southeast Houston. So my mom was like, "You don't date any black boys because the black girls will hate you." And I'm like, "My friends don't give a shit. Like, why
Yeah.
do you care?" Like, I think it's more in her head. Like,
Right.
and I was just like, that's all I ever had growing up was black boyfriends. So I'm like, just why would you care? But that's in their head
They'd be so
as a
scared.
Hispanic. Yeah, she's so scared. She's like, they're gonna hate you and like. But no, my friends are like, I don't care. And I'd always ask my friend, like, is it okay to date this guy? She's like, yeah, I don't. Why would I care?
Yeah, I wanted to date a white boy because I went to Catholic school.
I didn't
That's
date a
all
white
that
boy.
was
I
there.
think we had maybe.
But they wasn't hard enough.
I think we had maybe
They wasn't hard.
They weren't hard enough.
No, I went. You know, my
need
black
somebody
friends were
that's
at
a little-
church.
I think we
Yeah.
had maybe a sprinkle
Somebody
of a
that-
white boy in our school because I was predominantly like minorities. Like there was maybe
Yeah.
a sprinkle of a white person, maybe a speaker of an Asian person, maybe Indian, but we had nothing. It was Hispanic or black. That was it.
See, my school was sprinkle of a black person, and that was me. And now,
Where I grew up was I was zoned to Sterling, so it was one private school there that was like the most.
Diverse or not diverse?
It wasn't diverse. It was where the people sent their kids to whenever they got kicked out of school.
Oh,
This is
the
where they
bad
said it was the
children.
bad children. So
Okay.
like,
Alternative school.
there you go.
Okay, so you have in the home right now 24, 18,
18 and
and
17.
7. No.
16, soon to be 17.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Ooh, happy birthday, early birthday.
I know,
You just knocked them
November.
out back to back.
I
didn't
sure
you?
did. I sure
That's
did.
the way to
best
do it,
friends.
friend.
Irish
And
twins.
they
But
are
it's a boy and a girl, right?
A boy and a girl, 18 months apart. They love
Do
each
they
other.
fight?
No, because I stopped that at a very young age.
love that.
Because I couldn't. You know, they get to that age like 5 and 6, and they're like hating each other, and you could ride that out and let them continue to hate each other for the rest of their lives,
Or
or
you can
can
nip it in the
bud.
bud.
And so me, I was like, hey,
I love
that's
that.
your sister, that's your brother, that's all you have,
So
and
are
y'all
you-
have to love each other.
So are you the disciplinarian at home?
We both are.
Really?
We both are. I'm more. Paul's more of the. He's gonna take things away. He's gonna lecture you for an hour.
Oh, that's exhausting.
yeah.
So I love that because with my older two, I didn't have that
but
option.
it works. It's so good. I'm the one that used to be like, I'm gonna whoop your ass. All right.
I'd rather kick a kid's
I
ass.
used to be that one. No, I used to be that one till my son at 6 years old told me, what? Because I told him one time, and I didn't whoop my kids all the time, but I would pick my moments because I got to explain to you why you're getting a spanking. Like, you're not just going to get
Yeah.
a spanking. Because I got ass whoopings for like, it's
Girl.
like, hey, wait, what? Yeah. What did I do?
You were getting it from everywhere because
Yeah.
mom and dad. Yeah.
Well, because I talked a lot too. I would just say things, and they didn't always like what I would say. But,
You raised me this way.
they made me that way.
That's
they let
right.
me be that way.
You're born with that personality.
So let me ask
But
you this.
with my kids, though, let me tell you this. My son, this is what made me not spank anymore. My son was in first grade, and he was like, I told him, Will, you need to stop crying. I'm going to give you something to cry about. I swear. And I thought I was saying, like, that's not even a line that I would usually use, but I was
But
like
your
picking
parents
lines.
told you that shit,
Well,
'cause
I was
my
like,
parents told me that shit,
you
too.
know, at some point
Yes.
when you get mad at your kids when they're acting a fool, you got to pick them lines. Like,
Yes.
you're like, what the hell did my mama say?
Oh, yeah.
That is exactly what our
You
parents
better
said.
stop crying, because he hadn't even got a whooping or anything. He was just like at that whiny stage.
Yeah.
And it was probably over something in Kroger's that he wanted. But I was like, you better stop that crying or I'm going to give you something to cry about. He said, what? Don't you see I'm upset?
Because they have feelings.
So he was dramatic.
Validation.
Why would you say that?
I'm already upset,
I'm
Mom.
already upset. What could you do to make me even more upset?
Impossible to
Yes. I was like, okay, you know what, Will? Let's talk. I had to like stop my car and be like, hey, let's
That's the
talk.
thing now. You got to talk it out.
I was like, listen, I'm fussy. I don't whoop y'all, but I'm fussy. And
I
will
love that you
say
told
it.
them that.
And I was like, I grew up with fussy people that
Yep.
made me fussy, and therefore, this is how I know how to discipline
But
you.
I love that you recognize that.
Yeah.
I love that you recognize it and you put it to yourself because you don't normally we put that to toddlers and kids. But I'm gonna use that mama's fussy right
Well,
now.
I used to always be worried that my son, like, you're growing up in a home. I don't want you to hate your mom.
Yeah.
I want you to love your mama.
respect. Of
Yeah,
course,
respect,
yeah.
love your mama, and like, I don't want you to look back and be like, I don't like black women because my mama was a terrible, mean black woman to me. Because that's a thing. In
That
the
is-
black
that is a
community
thing.
with
Yeah,
these guys. So I don't want that for my son. I want him to love everybody, but also love his beautiful black mama and be proud of that.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
and to know that his mom is willing to grow and change and
Learn.
meet him where he's
Yeah.
at and meet me where I'm
It's so
at.
beautiful.
Friend, I look at Paul, such a happy individual. I look at you, just such a happy individual. Like
We
in
do
your
our
class, honey, your kids are going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
going to be when Jackie and I took your class, I was like, I love her even more.
Baby,
Oh,
we
no,
was at
because
the back
I just-
struggling. I was like,
They told me about the class. I
no.
said not to
No, I don't.
baby, have you seen her dance?
Yes, I
Look,
It
no,
is intense.
trying to keep
It is
up.
intense.
no.
It's
Chris
fun.
pulled me
With
to the.
my uncoordinated ass, I'm like, there's no
You'll love it.
We
love it.
need
Oh
to
no,
do
I know
that.
I would, but I'm
Chris
uncoordinated.
pulled me to the front of the class, and she tried to teach me how to throw that ass in a circle.
You did.
You did,
Friend,
friend.
You can
no.
throw
Friend,
that ass
you
in a
did.
circle.
We was just exhausted. We was like,
Friend,
thought this
your
class was an
class did
hour.
kick my ass.
You did your thing though.
Friend,
And you was
That
cute
was
the whole time.
intense.
Y'all did good.
Friend, I sweat my whole weave out.
That's good.
I will be in the
That's
back
me, the hair
trying to
weave
catch
killer.
up.
Lord have mercy.
We
I
were in
sweat
the
you out your
back.
weave.
We were in the
But
back.
she's like, you come up
and she's
here.
like, come to the front. Mm-mm.
Yeah. We throwing ass
Any
in the
group
back.
class
Throw that
I
ass up
do in
front
the
row.
back because I'm always struggling to like to keep. I'm like, wait, hold on, like
No.
my mind and my brain can't do it.
We got to do a class. And
I
then
will
we're
do
gonna
it,
be like,
please.
However,
I want to touch on that. So I know you were teaching for a while, and I know you've been busy with the kids. What does that look like for you in the future? I know because you like put your music on hold. I know you did a few things, right?
Yeah.
But you raised the babies.
I put my whole career to the side to raise my kids.
But isn't that a beautiful thing?
It is.
It is.
You know what? You know what really for me early on too was when I was in that group, I was so committed to it, and it was my everything, and I was willing to give up anything, drop anything for it. And then I met Paul, and he kind of became my everything, but I still had balance in that group. But the group did me a little dirty.
Oh.
And like there was a lot of manipulation. It wasn't from the girls in my group, but more so our management.
Yeah.
Ah.
So as a 20-something-year-old girl who's being manipulated by these grown-ass adults,
that should know better.
who should know better, and you've been lied to and used. So like for me, after I got out that group, I was kind of like scorned or just like jaded.
I know, I'm done.
But
Yeah.
friend,
the
isn't
music
that
business.
the industry?
Well, no,
lot of-
Just from
it
them
depends.
and-
It
yeah.
depends on it depends on how you handle your business.
Right.
Okay.
And a lot of people will catch you young and naive, or catch you just naive, and will take advantage of you because you don't know, and you're kind of learning as you go.
Because they'll make you
especially in
think this is the
beginning.
way it is. This is
Yeah,
what you
and
have
that's
to
what
do.
I thought.
No options.
I thought it was the way it is, but then when Paul came along and he was like making moves, so he was like,
No, that's not how it
things
is."
Go.
Yeah.
He was like, no, that's not how things go. And then on top of that, when I left the group and I moved in with Paul, it was so much drama around it, you know. But when I moved in with him, I started going with him to New York, and he's going to the record labels, the same record labels that they were telling us that we were going to get a deal from. And they didn't know who the fuck we were.
Wow.
Shit. So
had
they just
never
manipulated
heard
the
of my
fuck out of
group.
you.
Yeah, and we had been like supposedly sending demos to this record label, and those
That's
people
such
had
a bad
no idea who we
manipulation.
were.
Wow.
What I was gonna ask was,
Oh yeah, we put her on big hold, didn't we?
Yeah, y'all put my bad.
let me get my cue
That was
card.
me.
okay.
Y'all know I
My
talk.
last question for you, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
What is a common misconception that people, the general public, may have about you?
Oh, I get a bunch of them.
Really?
Not a bunch.
I get a bunch of them.
You come off as a sweet soul. How?
She is.
Well, you know, I feel like if you come at me, if you don't have a sweet soul, then then you're not gonna see the sweet soul because
Chris,
you don't
yes.
have a sweet soul.
Right.
Yes.
You know.
You get what you
I
give.
think that they
That's
might
it.
meet you. Even before
Look,
they
she's
meet
like,
you.
give me the
I think just because of the platform that you have, they just might assume,
That's it.
right?
And that part. So
Yeah.
I get a lot of assumptions, or you know, people think they know something about me, or they
Right.
think I'm a certain way because of what they see online, or because of Paul. They think I'm, you know. A lot of times I get people telling me, "Oh, you so down to earth. You're so cool.
Yeah,
I didn't think you would be like this." They say that about my kids a lot too. That your kids are so nice. They're so.
Well, should they be
so down to-
assholes?
Yeah, that's what I always think. Like, what y'all expect for them to be away? Y'all expect for them to be
So
like
so with
spoiled
that,
brats?
do you ever have a moment where you're thinking, not my kids today? Like your kids don't act like star kids. You know what I mean? Like when you see like the Run DMC type stuff, like my kids aren't assholes. Like right, your kids are down to earth.
Yeah.
and they know their place. They never take advantage of the situation.
Yeah. Well, my kids are cool though. They're like
That's
artists.
what I'm saying. Yes.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I wanted to
So they're
ask
like-
you. Would they do? Are they musically inclined?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you and Paul both are.
Yeah, my son sings, and he was the leader of a mariachi band.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's what's he call himself? Nah, I
El
can't even
Chato?
think of it. Yeah, well, of course he's
Yeah.
he's a chato, but like he no, what did he call himself?
I love that. I've gotta
I can't think of
Friend,
it.
does he go to
And
public
He was
schools?
like Negrito
Oh, yeah, he's at public
mariachi or
school.
something like some Afro mariachi. That's what he was.
Oh, I
calling
love
himself.
it.
in your household?
Muy poquito español.
poquito.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so don't give the school away, but public school or private school?
Yeah.
Public school.
Public school.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Always.
That is.
I'm
amazing.
glad you could do that.
We
because-
tried private school when they were little, and it just was like, why are we wasting our money? And Paul's mom is an educator. My mom's an educator. So, like, we come from a family of educators. And so, like, everybody's insightful. Like, everyone will tell us, first of all, any school that we decide to put our kids in, they already looking at it online.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, they got a good rating, and I know such and such work over there, so let me call them and tell them to look out for them. You know, so we have like a good circle. You
Yes.
know.
That's great.
But my kids are cool. Like they don't get all caught up in everything. Like
I
my
love that.
son-
It's a reflection of the parents, though. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like because they got some laid back, chill parents who love them thoroughly.
Yeah.
And know like we want the best for you. So they're not. I don't think they're like gonna act out.
they don't. They don't see the need for it. Like they're so laid back, down to earth. They're caring. They care about people. Like my son gives a shit about people. My daughter, like all three of them, they're just these really dope human beings. So that's where I'm at right now, y'all. Where I'm
that
like,
speaks volumes on you as a
It
parent.
does. It
What kind of
does.
legacy do you want to leave for your children?
I want them to, well, because when I think about legacy, I think about what they're going to pass on to my grandbabies.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
From me.
That's
So
right.
any wisdom. So, I just want them, everything that we all want our kids to be strong and smart and
yes.
funny and
Loving.
secure and successful and all the things. But I want them to be happy more than anything.
Amen.
Yeah, they got to be happy. I want them to know who they are and to stand on that shit. Don't ever let nobody tell you who you are, because people will
right.
try to tell you
Yes, they
you're
will.
not good enough or you're not
Preach.
something.
Yes.
Like my son, at one point, people would try to tell him he's not black enough. And he would tell me that, Mom,
Are these peers telling him? Okay.
Yeah, and they don't say it like hurtfully.
It's insinuated.
I think what it
yeah.
is like Will goes to the library. He's in Marietta, so he stays in the library. When he's not in class, he goes to the library just to read. And he likes to draw. He's an artist. He loves learning different cultures and songs. He also was in a German band. He
Oh my
raps in
goodness,
German.
yeah.
So like,
Boy genius over there.
well, he just does him, and my daughter too. Like they just do them. And I think sometimes people have an idea of what a black person is supposed to be.
Right.
And how you're supposed to be as black. I got that as a growing up. I had black girls calling me, oh, you want to be white, oh, you want to be this, you want to be that, just because I like doing other things, because I wear Doc Martens. Like You know, I still wear J's, but
Yeah.
I like the dots.
But it's gotta hurt your mama
yeah.
heart, because I know when my second oldest would come to me because she was never black enough, or she was never Filipina enough, or she was never Mexican enough. She's like, Mama, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't have my identity. I'm just be you, because she came from a father who's black and Filipino, and mama's Hispanic. Like, what am I?
You're
Alyssa.
You are that.
Yeah,
And
I just say
and
it's a Heinz
embrace it.
57.
And I also tell my son, can't nobody tell you how black you are. Your mama's black.
That's right.
And
That's
I always
right.
tell him, your mama black and y'all black. You know, I always tell him that. But also, you are half white. You're also part Native American.
Yes.
You're also whatever the hell else we got up in us. You know,
Yeah.
you're
Just
all
embrace
those
it.
things.
Speak Espanol.
And learn, and it's cool to
That's
learn about
right.
the different cultures, because everybody's all mixed up anyway.
That's
And
right.
Melting pot. That
truthfully,
is what Houston's all about. a
That's
melting
what
pot.
America is. That's what America is. That's what South America is. That's what all the Americas are.
Yeah.
Because we all got dropped off in a same folks.
Tell them, girl.
On different parts
Yep.
of the continents. You know what I mean?
One human race.
And we all mixed up in, you know, and everybody looks a certain way because of that. But I mean, I think it's good to get back to those roots of that. Like, get back to our ancestral roots that are more so, like, more than just black, white.
Yeah.
This is what you supposed to be.
Right.
You supposed to talk like this. No, learn a little more about your culture.
That's right.
Great insight.
People want to categorize you. They
Yeah.
really want to put you in a box.
Yeah.
And
I feel like we
never
could,
let
we
them
could,
put you in a box.
We could hear you and listen to you, I think, for hours and hours.
No, yes.
We,
yes, 'cause
absolutely.
we
we
got
need a
some
part two. We need a part two with you for sure.
We do, and it may be in the studio.
Oh
may
no,
be in the
no,
studio.
it needs to be us in her class.
No, that's
Me
what I'm saying.
struggling
Yes.
for breath.
Yes. Well, I'll
I'm gonna be
record
like,
that day.
Oh, we could have done it out there.
Y'all, we didn't get through 3 of our questions.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
That's
no,
okay.
no.
It was a great.
No.
It was a great interview.
Yes, it was.
We're gonna pause right here,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go to.
Spoiled Latina. I'm getting Mary J. Blige vibes right now.
I know.
It's the
Do the drill.
I can love you.
Fendi bag and a bad
I can
attitude.
love you.
Hey,
Come on,
hey,
Chris.
hey.
I can be a backup dancer. Get it.
We're front,
Get it.
we're front dancers. You're talking about.
Okay,
We're
no.
front dancers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Welcome back. We now have Ivonne, also known as Spoiled Latina. We are doing an episode today on Hip Hop Wives of Houston. Yvonne, welcome.
Thank you.
Cheers,
Welcome.
Cheers. I've been regulated to water, so cheers.
Cheers.
Drink.
They said
Wow.
you had a drink.
Oh, so they've been
We're
drinking.
grounded. This is a sober section.
Really? What did you do to them? You got mad
They
at them?
can't hold their liquor. Okay, wait.
Can't.
So it was her birthday yesterday.
Yesterday was my birthday.
So she turned up.
So I went a
birthday.
little. I went a little hard. So
went
I'm
a
taking it a little slow today.
Okay.
We're not.
We're not.
I have liquid IV in my purse if you want some.
That is the shit, though. No,
live.
seriously, that is like what you need to take.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed. What does she have?
Liquid IV.
Oh. Oh, my girl stays with that.
Yeah.
We just got
Remember?
back from, yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
It's the shit.
Yes. Okay, so Yvonne, tell us, let's start off at the beginning. Tell us where you grew up,
Okay.
what you do, who you're married to, all of that.
Is that putting your mouth? Hi guys. Hi Revelry Podcast. Thank you
Hello.
for having me here.
Yes.
I'm Yvonne. I am the founder of Spoiled Latina, which is a Latina lifestyle brand that I founded in 2008 when I started my blog. And it was just my way of sharing my love for fashion, beauty, music, entertainment. I wanted to be on TV, so I was like, okay, so TV's not hiring me. I can hire myself. I started a blog, and it's grown ever since. And so that's one part of my life. And then my other side is I'm married. I've been married for 18 years. We just celebrated our
Monday.
anniversary
Congratulations.
on Monday. So 18 years. We've been together for about 21 maybe. But we've, so we just celebrated our 18th anniversary, and we have a 14-year-old son. His name is Anthony. And so that's
Tell the
what I do.
viewers-
That's what I do.
Who you married to?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't
that
ever say
part.
right. Yeah, I never say. I hardly ever say, and whoever knows knows.
Yeah.
But his name is G Dash. He is the CEO of Swisha House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swish House Records.
Swish Blast.
Here in Houston, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. Great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's such a great guy. I think that's what I loved about him when I first met him.
How did that happen?
No. What was it that brought you to him? Like,
His cousin. His cousin came up to me
always
and
a
was like,
cousin.
my friend wants to meet you, or my cousin wants to meet you.
No. It was like
It was actually his friend or his cousin, yeah. But we were out. I didn't want to go out this night, so I had a neighbor who was into like punk music, and she had a friend, and she was a black girl, and she's like, Ivonne, you like hip hop? Like, take her out. And I'm like, fine. So I got dressed up. It was during that Diddy J-Lo era, I guess. I went out across the street
early
from my
2000s,
apartment.
right?
Yeah.
Which
So-
you kind of give J-Lo.
Yes, she
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
she does.
I'm just kidding.
Better than J-Lo, but whatever.
She's like, I receive it.
For real. J-Lo, I'm looking for you next year. Okay, thanks. So I just went out, and I was just there, and somebody came up to me and was like, hey, my friend wants to talk to you. My cousin wants to talk to you. I don't know if it was, I think it was his friend wants to talk to you, but he was with his cousin. And so I'm like, well, he looks grown. Like, he can come and say hi to me. And I ended up going over there and saying hi. And so kind of exchanged numbers, and then I didn't reach out, or he didn't reach out to me for about 2 weeks. And when he did reach out, it was like inseparable. We were, kind of going out all the time, going just random. He doesn't really drink, so we would just go to the bar and play pool, or just do random little things and just kind of hang out.
But it was laid back enough for you to be like,
Yeah,
I can
he
chill
was
with
so
this.
nice. He was such a gentleman. I think that was the difference from me dating other men at the time. And I was new to Houston. I was born in Corpus. I was raised in the Valley, paid in the HCX. And so when I met him, it was like he was such a breath. He opened the door. He just did
This is
like
a gentleman.
Chivalry is
he
not
was,
dead.
Like, older. Well, I think because he was older also. I don't know.
What's
We're
the
10
age
years
gap?
apart.
Okay.
We're 10 years apart.
So he's my age.
Yeah.
How old are you?
She a baby.
Why are you asking me? I'm just kidding. I'm 45.
45. Okay.
She's
Yeah,
my age.
okay.
We're
So
the
I'm
same
45
age.
and
That's
Dash is
right.
55.
Okay, yeah. So he's Roland's age. Okay.
Yeah. So how old are you?
54.
Okay. Oh God. Same thing. Round it up.
Look, don't do that.
No, somebody called me yesterday, my friend Bunky, and she's like, Ivonne, what are we doing for your birthday? And I'm like, bitch, I'm close to 50. And she's like, well, we need to be planning your 50th. I'm like, fuck no. I do not. I mean, I obviously want to celebrate my
this is
50th
50,
birthday,
you'll be
but
fine.
eventually
Yes.
I'll be there, yeah.
It can wait.
It can wait. So tell us
Yeah.
a little bit. You touched on your childhood. You said you wanted to be on TV. Is that something you always wanted to do as a little girl?
That's something that my mom did. My dad was a singer. He was in a conjunto group.
Really?
Yeah, he's like archived at UCLA, like for the conjunto.
And
Wow.
Corpus? That is
The
amazing.
UCLA, he's from Mexico. I'm first gen. But he was in a group in Corpus, and he was in the group with Roberto Ruiz. So they're
What kind of music?
archived.
Really?
Yeah. So he was a singer and writer, and it's
Golly.
just he's Roberto Ruiz is credited, but we're trying
That's
to fix
amazing.
Like cumbia, salsa,
Yeah.
norteña.
yeah, just more like conjunto.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do you sing?
No.
No.
No. I've tried, but I don't think I can.
Say that name again for me.
What?
That you said a few minutes ago.
Conjunto? It's just a group.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just conjunto music.
She's
yeah.
trying to say it in her head. That's why.
No, I was trying to catch what it was, and I was
It's
like,
conjunto.
Conjunto.
Say something in Spanish.
I will not.
eso what?
Eso sí que yes.
¿Eso sí que es?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
She
good.
just
It
spelled
sound like it.
It sounds like
We got to get another fucking.
Oh, I heard that.
Lorette taught me that.
Thank you.
So growing up, did you grow up with like a lot of Tejano influence? Being that your
so
uncle?
no, I was so growing up, I was doing my own. I'm the middle child, so I didn't really like. I didn't like for my sister to talk to me in Spanish. I would always want to change the station.
But
Yeah.
you grew up in Corpus,
I was
right?
born in Corpus. Yeah, I was
Okay.
born in Corpus. My friends were black. You know, I had a friend named Reginald. He would call everybody a heathen, and so it was like black and brown in our neighborhood, and we would walk to school. And so similar to Crystal, we
Right.
didn't see race. It was just like whoever you vibed with.
Yeah.
And yeah, so born in Corpus, raised out there, so it was just really cool. And my family was in music. My mom she did sales for a radio station, so I was able to like call Selena's house like asking if I could speak to her. Obviously, I couldn't. Her sister was mean.
Her sister was very mean.
Actually, her sister's super cool. I had her recently. Well, in 2000.
Yes.
No, but back
My
then
summit.
she was very mean.
Yeah, I mean,
She was territorial.
yeah, I mean, who wouldn't? You know, you have a superstar, so yeah. I'm gonna be like that with my son.
As you should.
Yes, yes. Okay, tell us about your son. Wait, how old is he?
Oh, he's 14.
Wow.
He's so cute. He will be 15, so I don't know if I'm planning a quinceañero or not. He really wants to party. He's all about that. He's like me. We're very outgoing. We like family and friends over. And he's also like his dad, very reserved, very like don't nobody.
I see
The
both.
fact that he wants to party, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, but we just came back from my niece's quinceañera in the valley last week, and he could not wait. He was like, "Mom, I can't wait to dance." And
He
was, like,
embraces your culture.
Oh,
I
totally.
love that.
Yeah.
Do you want to
He's
follow in
reserved.
your footsteps or your husband's footsteps?
He wants to be in the like he just loves to sing, and like he's an entertainer. He's been doing it since he was little. That's his thing. But right now he's boxing, so we're just kind of focusing on the sports.
So how's your mama heart with that boxing?
I'm okay with it. Right now I'm okay because he's just like in the beginning stages.
Pero cuando le pegan, are you like, oh my gosh,
That's
be
fine.
careful?
Yeah,
You're tough.
obviously.
I'm like, bitch, don't touch my face. Don't touch his face.
Yeah.
They have the mask on.
Yep,
right?
they have the masks on. I just left from one of our cousins. He had a boxing match today. And it was just so cute seeing these kids. And there was girls in there, too.
With guys, right?
Yeah, there was girls against girls and then guys against guys. But it was just the age, like from 8 to 12 to 14. And just seeing them. And, I mean, it's a sport. It teaches them, character and discipline and hard work and teamwork. And, yeah, so
That's
I'm
great.
good with that. Whatever he wants to do, I'm okay with it.
Sure.
Yeah, he's such a great kid. He's respectable. He loves music. He loves his parents.
Very
Like,
talented.
He loves hugging me and kissing on me. Like we're literally at the gym right now.
I'm so
just,
glad to
like,
hear
hugging and
that
kissing.
he's 14 because I have a 5-year-old. I'm like, I don't want my son to ever
I
stop
cry
hugging.
all the time.
No, yes, we were on vacation, and this one, I just happened to tell her, Prima, it's gonna fly by like high school. She's like, he starts freshman
say
year.
that.
No, I did. I was just trying to let her savor every moment,
And she
she
ruined my
lost
vacation.
it.
Because I got 4 girls, but my baby's the son. So when I hear that a 14-year-old wants to hug his mom, because
Oh my gosh, mine is like ready to hug, but then when he's not. He's
Oh
like,
my God.
that's
Then they're
gonna
gonna
break
get
my
the girlfriend. Or
Yeah.
he'll have several girlfriends, but then when he meets that one, and then he never calls you. I'm
Shut
going
up.
through
I don't
it.
wanna
I'm like,
fucking hear that.
But that's hard. But I will tell you as
Fuck
someone.
that bitch.
No. I will tell you as someone that's going through that right now. It makes you as a mom.
love this.
It's like, man, he has somebody that's loving on him as much as his mama. So it's a good
Oh,
feeling.
I know.
not at
Yeah,
15. Not at
like she
15.
made
She got
me.
mad.
I
at
got
me.
mad. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm right here by the beach sharing the fucking waves, and you're talking about my son growing up and leaving me for another girl. Like,
Oh
stop.
my god.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't that deep, but it was.
Trisha's like, goddamn.
Girl, leave me alone. Go to your room right now.
Trisha has PTSD.
No, but it's hard.
Go to your room.
Only one.
Yes.
Only baby.
He's
Even
my
if
only
he
one.
weren't.
I get it. I get
And
it.
I,
have a
he's a
special
freshman
relationship.
I get it.
girl.
No, that's
Like,
your baby. That's it. So I'd be in tears.
But she's a princessa. She has nothing but men around
A what?
her.
A princesa?
A princesa.
Princesa?
Even her. Did
I'm a reina.
okay,
Girl,
whatever.
tell him straight.
This was a-
Yeah.
One of them.
One of them. Both of them.
But she has nothing but men around her.
And my
Even
dog is a
even
boy.
her dog is a male.
Oh wow.
Girl, you're the only female?
Is that why you're so?
How am I?
I just went. No.
Shit. Oh shit! She put the drink down.
Girl.
She's like, bitch, how the
No.
fuck am I?
Speaking from a Latina standpoint, we just went to your summit. You really influence a lot
Yes.
of people.
My stomach.
Yes,
Yes.
you influence a lot of people.
Yeah.
Is that what drives you, that you're around all these men? You're like, damn, I gotta do something for the women community.
I never thought of it like that. I think for me, when I got a proclamation in 2015, I was working for Hennessy. I was doing
That's
my
amazing.
thing. So I really am proud of myself because before, like when I was Dash's wife, I'm still Dash's wife, but when I was Dash's wife, it was like I was Dash's wife. I worked like, on the side with them. I would book Paul Wall shows and stuff. It was really cool like doing that side. But I also wanted to be myself. Good for you. So when I got the opportunity, I was like, you know what? I'm like helping you a lot. Like I do a lot of things. I really want to do something for me. So I started attending these conferences in like Miami, LA, to learn the business of blogging. And so when I was out there, I met somebody, and I was drinking Hennessy, and everybody else was probably drinking wine. I was the only one drinking Hennessy. But it was just, and somebody there was like, oh, my client is Hennessy. And I was like, oh, really? They're like, yeah, they just hired some brand ambassadors. They're getting paid 6 figures. They're getting paid over $100,000 just to like be brand ambassadors. And I'm like, what? I want to do that. Yeah. So literally I said I want to do that, and I came back to Houston, and a month and a half later I get a call from a friend. They're like, hey, Crown Royal is looking for a judge to do an event. And I'm like, hey, how much are they paying? And then he's like, we're not. This is just exposure. And I'm like, I can't do stuff for exposure anymore. Call me when there's a gig. And so he called me back the next week. He's like, hey, Hennessy is looking for a Latin ambassador in Houston. And I'm like, really? And he's like, you want me to be down? And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm Henny for the block. Like, hell yeah. He put me on, and a week later I was in New York. I got the job, and I worked for them for like 3.5 years.
She still drinks Henny and Sprite.
I still drink Henny and Sprite with 3 cherries. But
she has it down.
Yeah.
So for someone that's watching, you just said something about, I'm not doing things for exposure. What does that mean?
And I worked my ass off for my name and what I do, and for like the community that follows me.
And it needs to be
and
monetized.
You value yourself. Yeah.
But that was at the beginning of like all of that.
It needs to be monetized, not just for exposure.
So, like, you're not going to give me for sucker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I worked with them from 2013 to 2015 and a half. And then I was like, you know what? I quit. Well, I didn't quit. I ended up getting laid off. I took a 1.5 years off, and my blog was making as much money as I was making for working for a brand. But I took everything that I learned with the brand to work on myself, and I just took that, and then I was like, okay. So I worked for them. I did my 1.5 years by myself, and then I got a call from Ciroc and De Leon Tequila that they're looking for an ambassador to push their De Leon tequila here, if I wanted to do it. And I'm like, oh, like, I would love to work for Diddy. Like, I just wanted to learn that umbrella, like his work ethic, like, what, you know. So I took the job. I worked there for about a year. It wasn't the same as it was at Henny. The structure over there was a lot of just different. It was very hard to be a Latina in that world. It didn't work well. We left amicable. But yeah, that's what I did. I did that. But I feel like that part of my life, like me finding, so going back to that, is I found myself when I was doing my own shit, like my own stuff. And I think my husband, I was proud of my husband for what he was doing. And now like the tables turned to where like, he's so proud of me. Yeah, he's in the back of the room just with his head up, kind of like watching.
So now he's asked like, oh, you're Spoiled Latina's husband.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that when it's flipped around. Talking about, oh, you're Spoiled Latina's husband. You see it on the TV, Spoiled Latina's husband.
They do that. They're like, oh yeah, thanks for coming with her, or like because he's kind of there in the sidelines just watching, or comes with me, but nobody knows who he is because he's just not, you know. Like, if you know, you know, but if you don't, he's not.
So the birth of Spoiled Latina Summit was 2008?
15. So I got a proclamation in 2015.
That's right.
For working for Henny. I was doing a bunch of stuff. I met the mayor, the mayor pro tem, and he was like, I invited him to an Altuve event. And he saw the work that I was doing, and then I was celebrating my blog 7th anniversary, 7 year. And I'm like, hey, you're invited. He's like, I'm getting you a proclamation. I'm like, oh, what?
You're the
best. I had to Google it. I'm like, what the fuck is a proclamation? And so like 2015, I got my own day. And so I was traveling to all these conferences. And I'm like, I can't just celebrate me. And so I just did that.
But what ladies, let me share with y'all what I love about Ivonne is, so Houston is actually a larger Latina community than Black or white or Asian, or like it's a huge Latino community. And you are someone who connects people. The Spoiled Latina Summit, that is an event where I have gone multiple years, so beneficial. I have met so many people from your event and see them at different other events, and like you
And
really,
monetize.
honey, yes, you put things together in Houston. It's huge.
Yeah.
Like when I
Thank you.
talk about you, I'm like, she's a socialite. Like she is a socialite of Houston.
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
yeah.
I don't think
lo-
of myself like that,
A socialite with intention.
absolute,
Right? There's an
absolutely.
intention there to bring the community together, to make connections. Because I mean, you met me there.
That's cheers. That's
I was
right.
there that year.
That
That was the year.
Yes.
No, that was the year I couldn't go.
Valentine.
Me and Trish went
Galentine's.
to Galentine's.
Yes, and I
Yes.
could not go. I think I was sick, and that was when she met
That's
that
right.
heifer.
That's
Yes.
she met that heifer.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Yvonne, it's okay. We love her.
Yes, because I remember, because we couldn't get in the car, and the cop, you had the nicest police officers.
Oh Lord, what
we
trouble
did-
were you causing?
Oh.
I dropped my key, and now you know how to put it back together.
Her car was brand new.
She had that, yeah.
And then the cop was just as sweet as he can be. He was like, how you buy a car and you don't know how to put it together? I said, well, I'm going inside. You figure it
Yes,
out.
figure it
This is my first time here. But we had a good time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that about you, that you put people together in this huge city that we live in,
Yep.
and it's amazing to me.
Thank
You
you.
can, honey, you can throw a party.
I know.
You
I
can
know.
throw a party.
Hey, listen,
Good for you. No, who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
As you should.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, I know what I think I'm finally to the point to where like I know that I throw a good party. I know that I connect people. I know that
Yeah.
I'm cool regardless of what people think.
And you know what? I think a lot of people have like
Take the mic, bitch. Just take the mic.
Can we take a collection for an extra mic, please?
pass the collection plate.
See how she grabbed the mic.
But I think there's. I lost my train of thought.
I'm
What were we
sorry.
talking about? You
I
can
don't
edit
even
this.
know.
Okay, so question
No, excuse me.
the pink hair. You lost your train of thought.
Yeah, the
It's the
misconception.
misconception.
Yeah.
Misconception.
How you say it?
How you say misconception?
Hey,
Put your digits back
You.
in.
Take your purse off, Jackie.
Jesus.
Put your digits back in.
Yeah.
Read your
Put it right here.
It's. I have not even been drinking.
Well,
Well,
yesterday.
maybe you need to.
It's well, maybe you need to. Maybe you do.
And you took my drink away. So my daughter was seeing your hair, and she said, "Mama,
Which one?
Kinsley, because I dyed her hair red.
Oh, yeah.
Mama, ask her how she dyes her hair pink." And I'm like, "Baby,
Okay,
I
what color's
know.
her hair?
Her hair is
Black.
no, it's
blonde?
not. I'm black. Her hair is like your hair.
Oh,
Like dirty
Kinsley.
blonde?
Kinsley, she's got
Like
her
the brown.
brownish.
It's
Okay,
dark
so
brown.
if I want it permanent, I will sometimes get it permanent, like pink. But to maintain it, I wear this brand called Milkshake.
Ooh.
And they shell. Milkshake
They
sells.
shell.
Milkshake sells a shampoo. It's called Pink Lemonade,
I
and
will have
it's a
to buy it.
shampoo and conditioner. And so I just kind of my hair was
It'll-
dirty blonde
it'll-
last night, and I washed
Not
it.
everybody can rock that.
No.
You know, that
I love
No, and she does.
No,
And you do.
I'm such a bitch sometimes.
No, you're not.
I'm just kidding.
No,
No, you're not.
I love
I
it.
love it. Yeah.
Because I'm letting her express herself, and her daddy's like, "No." I'm like, "It's her
How old
fucking
is
hair."
she?
She's 10.
First of all, that's why.
Yeah, I'm
kidding.
No, but she's 10. Like, I'm not bleaching it, but like, daddy.
No, it washes off.
Thank you. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
let her. It's her.
Yeah,
she's 10.
it washes off.
He got he lost his shit, and it's usually Hispanic parents.
What'd I say?
But he lost his shit because her hair was down to her ass when she cut her hair to her shoulders. I'm like, dude, it's her hair.
Yeah.
It's hot. She don't want to
No,
fucking
but
shit.
honestly, what's going on now? Let them express themselves
Yeah.
the way they can,
In
right?
the home.
Because
Yeah.
if in the home, correct?
She said
Because,
in the home.
Look,
Don't walk out of this house looking like that.
as a parent,
God.
choose your battles.
That's what I said. Choose your battles.
Choose
She's
your
fucking
battles.
cutting her
Let her
hair.
express herself. If we can handle a haircut,
She's not shaving it off. She's just cutting it. Like, it's hot.
Y'all got some. I'm gonna take y'all to the therapist. It sounds like.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
friend,
They gotta-
any
kidding.
misconceptions that people have about you?
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't care to know. I
You know
love
what? That was my same answer when you asked me that same question on your panel.
Yeah, I don't.
That was my same answer.
So you don't
I
care?
don't care.
They don't pay my bills.
You might not care.
Yes.
But what are some of the things that you
Right.
hear, like, that people say?
I don't know. What have y'all heard?
Girl, I just met you the other day. I don't know.
So what did you think?
Well, I didn't know you.
But
So I didn't. I have nothing. I had nothing to think about.
JH. What did you think of me before?
JH. I was like, who is this girl? What she do?
What'd she do?
And why she
No, that was her question.
And what she do?
Yvonne, that was her question. What you
Who
do?
is she?
What you do?
What does she do? And why she here? That was my
My
thing.
name is Yvonne.
Okay. And what you do?
I am a marketer, a word of mouth marketer.
Okay.
Yep.
I make like connections.
Yep.
Okay.
And why am
Good
I
answer.
here? Because I can. I'm her friend.
Hello.
That's
She
it.
got the
Just
email.
kidding.
She got 12 emails.
She got
from
the.
us.
God damn! First of all,
No. This time was like, did you send the email, bitch? I
First
did.
of all, y'all,
was
to get
so
if y'all want to, like, if y'all are even planning on being on this fucking podcast, sorry, I had 2 of those.
Okay,
If y'all
you're good.
plan on being on this podcast, you're gonna get 10 texts,
How many?
10, and that's just for the date. Then you're gonna get like 10 more to like, hey, did you get that text?
Okay, teach us.
I'm just kidding.
Teach us.
But then you get the
Look, we
email,
are
and then you get the text that says, "Hey, did you get the email?" You respond to the email, bro.
Wait.
I'm like, no, but
sorry.
Girl, yes.
Let me
That's
defend
a
my girl.
lot.
Let me defend my
Yeah.
girl.
Well, now you know.
It's
Trisha,
a lot.
Chris
It's
don't
a
lie. It
lot.
was that bad.
It's a lot.
You know who was over the email.
No, wait. Let me
Trish?
defend my girl.
Trish, that's a lot, bro.
Trisha.
You're my friend.
Listen, Trisha.
I love you,
has
friend, but it
anxiety
is.
over-
And then you text us and say,
People
"Can
not
you
coming
please
through.
email?"
Okay, wait. I want to invite Chris back if that's okay, and let's do rapid
Yes.
fire.
Yes.
What do you think? Scoot-
So
scoot
wait,
to
are
that.
we gonna ask how long we've known each other, me and Crystal?
Yes, I want to know that. Yes. Okay, we're back with Chris and Yvonne. We are going to do rapid fire questions right now.
That means we have to answer fast.
Yes.
Oh.
Don't think about it. Just do it.
Okay, go ahead, Jackie.
How long you guys known each other?
20 years.
How you met?
Through
Through
the
our
industry.
husbands. Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys just hit it off?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, here's a question. If you could be a part of any reality TV show, which one would it be?
None.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I
know,
love that.
we've been through that before. We've already been through doing the interviews to get on reality TV and like
It
thinking
sucks.
we
It's
not
might.
for us.
It's not
you.
for us. No.
It's not for us, if, like on that level. I think if it was more focused on us, and,
For
like,
real,
what
for
we're
real.
doing, and
Yeah.
not our husbands or anything
And
like
not
that.
the
then.
drama.
Yeah.
So much damn drama.
I don't think I'd be a part of that drama. Like
No,
us,
we
since
actually
later.
aren't.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
just- well,
I love that.
I
Us in our
separate-
20s.
I don't do drama.
Us in our 20s, we were a mess.
Good
But
for
yeah.
you. What's the most embarrassing thing
just
that
kidding.
you've done after a few drinks? Shoot, or sober.
This, right, what I just did. That I don't do drama. No, I don't know.
Good one. I mean, let's see.
What did you,
let's
what do
see.
you do after a couple of drinks that's embarrassing?
Shit, I don't know.
was
Everything.
embarrassing,
I don't really get embarrassed. I mean, I do. Like, but it's never when I'm drunk.
is so pretty, dude.
She is. She's very pretty.
I always tell you that.
Thank you, friend.
Like I
It's
just
the
stare at her.
Thank
Fucking
you.
Crystal.
It's a cheekbone.
Thank you. Thank you.
She's shy all of a sudden.
Beautiful.
You're beautiful as well. Oh,
We're
thank
all
you.
beautiful.
Thank you, Queen.
Okay, look.
Thank
I
you.
love her.
Would you rather win $10 million or live your dream life but broke?
I don't want to be
Wait,
broke.
what is a dream life without being money?
I got to get the 10 million.
Wait a
I can be
minute.
happy in my
Rephrase.
dream life with $10 million.
I can be happy
Yes.
with that 10 mil.
Yes. 10
Yeah.
million.
You'd be good.
Quick,
Okay.
fast, and
I mean,
hurry.
it's just a question. If you could trade lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Anyone for a day? What am I going to be doing?
Yeah.
Trading lives.
I like my life. I like my life.
Yeah?
So maybe Michelle
I like my
Obama.
life too.
Michelle Obama? Okay.
Maybe Beyonce.
Ooh,
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Yes.
She's like, nobody but Beyonce. I would.
I
okay.
would.
Right
What-
answer.
Yeah, that's a good one. Great answer. What's the most spontaneous thing you've ever done that actually paid off?
Throw my summit. Have my event. Yeah.
I love
It was just like, okay, I'm not gonna celebrate myself. People already think I'm conceited because of my name, so I'm just gonna celebrate a bunch of women.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah,
Love it.
It's great.
Yeah.
Open my dance studio. Yeah. Yeah.
Bet on ourselves.
Bet that
on
part. Bet on
yourself.
ourselves. Yes.
And it paid off.
Yes.
If you could have dinner with anyone dead or alive, who would it be?
Selena.
Oh,
My sister.
invite me. don't make us cry.
Oh, I know. Wait, Mikey.
make us cry.
Like, there's so many. My grandma, my grandpa. Yeah.
I know.
But you're right.
It's like she's having everybody.
Your dad.
My dad, my sister. It'd be my sister first.
Mr. Charles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I miss him. He shows up sometimes. You can
Really?
smell him.
Yes.
Really?
No, you can feel it.
I
in
can
the air.
smell him around me
What?
sometimes.
That's awesome.
And my sister too. Like the lights will flick in my house.
Yeah.
Like, and that was the thing after she passed. Like the lights flicked.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
I met both of them. They're so cool.
Well, here's just another segue. Are you a member of the Mile High Club?
No.
No. Would you?
I'm too scared.
I mean,
What are you
I don't
scared
even fly
of?
private.
Yeah. Like maybe on
she
a
said she flies
private.
by private.
I
On
didn't
a
fly
private, yeah,
But
but
not in the. You're not on Spirit or United.
I
Okay.
would never fly Spirit. Period.
Oh,
It's not. It's really not.
are
bad.
you trying
it's
to be
terrible.
the pilot if you fly Spirit?
Listen,
terrible.
we've done United and American and Spirit and Southwest. Spirit is not that bad.
Girl, yes, it is.
I've been on it.
I've been
not
on
that
Spirit.
bad.
Well, Spirit, if you do want to reach out for a
All of a
collaboration,
sudden,
I will
we
try
love you,
it.
Spirit.
I will try it.
All of a sudden, she loves you.
And Frontier, I think that this is
was
good.
We will all try it. as
We
a
will
matter of
all
fact.
try it, Spirit.
And a
That's right.
combination of all
But
these
you
impressions.
first.
I take back everything I said about Spirit.
All of a sudden, she's wearing black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
Give us the best piece of marriage advice.
Oh,
Oh, you go first.
okay. Patience.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
stand your ground, bitch.
Love that.
I know that's right.
Patience, for sure. But then also having an understanding of like, you have a life and I have a life and we're going to come back home. Like, you know what I mean? It's just more like supporting them and then him supporting me.
I love that.
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
much better than the advice Trisha gave me. She said to give it to him all the time.
That's a good one too.
No.
All the time.
That's a good
You
one.
can't
What are
go
you
wrong.
clapping over there for?
You can't go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Pop it every morning for him.
Yeah,
if
but I
it's-
like y'all.
See,
Pop it.
Hey,
Okay,
because somebody else will.
Hey, Papa.
Somebody else will.
Yeah.
No, they
Well, no. Nobody will. We're not allowing
not
that.
around here.
But
This
it
is a
is good
good
to
one.
stay
3
connected.
words that would describe you.
They didn't hear you.
3 words.
I'm sorry.
No, they're having a moment. I love
Stay
it.
connected.
We're losing them.
my
We're
God.
losing them. We're almost done. I promise.
I think this is our funnest podcast yet.
Yes, for sure.
Wow,
3 words
those
that would
have been
describe
boring.
you.
3 words. Three words that would describe you.
3 words. I'll tell you. You do 3 words with me.
Yes.
Yes, this is a good
Okay,
one.
let me think. Hold on.
Okay, look, I remember y'all when I first met Ivonne. She's so just like herself, but she just says shit, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
What'd I
So,
say?
I don't
Oh,
know.
shit.
Everything.
Everything.
Who knows?
ADHD.
But she's just like she just says what she's thinking right then and there, and I like that because I don't have to guess it. So you're that. I think
I'm that.
you're-
She's authentic. She's
very authentic. She's herself. Like I feel like I'm a person who can't be anything other than me.
Yeah.
And she's that too.
Yeah.
I think it's called in numerology we're number 5s.
Really? I'm gonna go check.
Go check. I'm a 5
Maybe.
because I can't fake it. I just got to
Yeah.
Yeah. And if well.
be. Yeah. Okay. So funny, smart, driven, bro.
Driven.
Yeah.
Driven for
I
sure.
wasn't driven at first. I think I wasn't. I was, but I was. I think I was lost too. Like I was lost in like
I was.
the South.
Let me tell y'all.
Yeah.
We were well, still are, but
But we were
I
the
remember being
beginning.
the beginning of the Rap Wives, the beginning of the Real Housewives shit, like, and it was all just a whole lot of that, just a whole lot of
I remember.
UG Dash wife, I'm Paul Wall's wife, and then it takes a while to like. You have to come out of that,
Mature, right?
yeah, you mature, but also something clicks, and it's like I don't want to be this no more.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm
That's
cool
my
with being this,
identity.
but this ain't all I want to be. Like
Yeah.
and then you go and you find your own shit. Like you have to go and find your own passion.
Yeah.
That was dance fitness for me. It brought me out of that.
I know.
Like I lost so much weight when we moved back from California, because when we lived in California, we lived in California
I
for
remember.
2 years,
Okay.
and it was the best 2 years of my life. I did not want to move back to Houston.
The weather, honey.
Because the
Awesome.
weather.
I remember.
My kids were in a cool school with all types of
Diverse,
people, and it
yes.
wasn't weird to be a celebrity. Everybody was a celebrity.
Right.
Like your kids go to parties at Jill Scott's house, and like Jill Scott's at my house all the time, and like that's my homegirl. Like, but we don't.
Yes.
It wasn't weird,
Yeah.
and it was you knew people.
Yeah.
But it was an authentic type of.
It was an authentic
Yeah.
new people. It wasn't like it wasn't Hollywood at all. Because like out there, I feel like people have to depend on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you're all in that same circle.
closer
so
knit.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not want to come back, and we moved back. Paul was like, "No, we got to go back. It's changing in Houston. We need to get back. I got to get back to my music." Because he went out there, and we were focusing on acting. It was acting. I was gonna be on the Real Housewives. Like, that was the goals when we went out there, and then it was like, we need to be with our family. We need to be back home. It was popping in Houston. It was like,
It was y'all's time. I think it was during that time where he needed to be here, kind of.
yeah. And we moved back. And when we moved back,
Paul was that guy. Like, he's still that guy, but he was that guy. Like, everybody, I was running, like, when I was working for T Ferris, doing the shows, like, Paul was getting booked.
Yeah.
Like, 3-4 shows, 5 shows per weekend, like, 15, 20 to 30
That's a
grand a
lot.
weekend. Like,
Yeah.
well, not even a weekend per show.
Yeah.
I was like, we were trying to get him as much money as we could, because
Yeah.
it was like, he's the hottest thing right now. Paul was on Grills, Paul was on Kanye's album.
Yeah.
Like,
we were getting it.
yeah, it was
We
awesome.
were getting it. We spent 2 years like on tour, living on tour with our babies.
kids?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then the next 2 years were spent in LA. It was like, that's what you do.
Yeah,
You know?
that was different.
Yeah.
That was
but
different for me because I was at home.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I was like,
it was weird
yeah,
leaving y'all too, you know, and
we
it's
lived in
like,
the same neighborhood.
yeah, we used to be at each other's house all the time.
Like when the kids were born, we were there.
Yep.
Baby showers, like I would just pull up.
I love that.
Yeah. Remember going to your big old room?
Yes,
It
my
was
house.
so big.
The house
Her
was way too
was
big for
I
us.
know. We did that too. We bought a big old house.
Why
and
do
just
we
like,
do that? That's what
I
you do
don't
when you're
know.
young and you get a little money.
I think that's what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but, I'm
but
like,
you know
we
what
do not
happens?
need this.
You end up moving your family members in. That's what we did.
Oh,
We moved my
we
mama
did
in,
Look.
my brother.
Yep, and
Anybody
I did.
that would fit, we gonna fill it up. Yeah,
Yes.
size them down is
I
good.
did. No, we had a 5-bedroom, and our kids kept coming back home with their kids.
Yeah.
Me and my husband like,
And when she told me she was gonna size out, I said, "You're gonna get how many bedrooms? From
3.
this big ass house to the little 2-bedroom."
Yeah, 3-bedroom.
It was because of that.
Huh?
It was because of that.
Yeah, because the kids kept moving back home.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That's one way to
No,
start.
Fran, I did my job. Like I did my job. Like
And she has room for
I-
the grandbabies when they do.
That's
that.
Yeah,
right.
when they need
Explain
some.
to the grandbabies.
Yeah, that's good when they need a babysitter.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, 3 words about Crystal. I think for me, it would be outgoing, driven also, but also like loyal to like her crew. You know, I think she was, I've seen that. Like you're super loyal to your family. You're always there for them. Like the way you raised your kids, even though I wasn't really around, like from hearing what you said about them, like, it's all an example of what you gave and like your mom. And I think I was super blessed to be around the little time that I was with your parents, because it just shows like all of everything that they instilled in you was like super dope. Like she's such an awesome person. I love how she dances.
Yes.
She danced all night at the wedding. I just love that we're back together and like we're
Yes.
connected again. And
That's friendship. Right.
But now y'all have to pull me in.
you're here.
And we're the 3 tag-alongs.
We the new Cheetah Girls.
Yeah. With the abstract print right here. No, but yeah, I think that's who you are. Like you're super special. I love that. And loyal. Like we've been, like we're down.
Yeah.
We're down.
Yeah.
And we've
That's
been
beautiful.
down.
And that's hard to find in the industry.
It
you guys
really
have.
is.
Yeah.
It really is. Y'all seem
Yeah.
very genuine, very loving, very authentic.
It's a sisterhood
Yes.
of wives.
Yes.
For real.
That's a better
It's
way
a
to say
sisterhood
it.
Not to be
here. It
mistaken
ain't a
with the
sisterhood
sister
everywhere.
wives.
But you know what? It really, it may not be, but
sister
it,
wives.
it really is because we all go through the same shit and we all want the same stuff. but it's like, you know, I don't know. We're all different.
We're all different.
What is that
No,
want for
well,
you?
I-
What is that want for you?
Yeah.
For me, so y'all know I stay in my little pocket. I don't go nowhere. I go places, but I don't go out, and I don't click up. I don't hang out. I just like do me, and so that's what I like to do. I like to hang with my family and.
Hold the fuck up.
But friend, I'm coming over. We're gonna throw that thing in a circle.
Look,
She threw that thing in a circle at B. King's funeral.
I saw
He
the
asked
video.
me to.
He did.
I could believe that. He said he didn't want that kind. He didn't want a traditional.
I literally was on the way here and I was singing out loud in the car and I'm like, fuck, I really want to do a carpool karaoke like show.
Y'all, no, let's do it.
And then I'm like,
This bitch can
and
sing.
then I was like, B. King would have been such a great karaoke host. Like
no,
not
can
host,
you
but like my
imagine
guest.
if we did that? That would be hilarious.
But I'm like, B. King
That
would have been there like,
Carpool karaoke, that would be
Y'all
so
should
good.
do that and then
No,
invite
you.
us.
Friend, you can sing.
I don't.
I can.
Teresa can drive her big boat, and we all been.
That's
we've done
right.
that before.
Well,
karaoke
actually,
on the boat?
Roland
No,
can
in,
drive the big boat. We can be in the back.
Well, I was talking about Teresa's big old car.
Well, Roland can drive the Escalade.
Yes.
Okay, I guys, one more time, I want you to shout out your socials. Just one more time in case we didn't get it the first time. Thank you, ladies, so much.
For ours or our husbands?
Yours.
I'm just kidding. Because ours was deleted.
Oh.
Girl, that's what she blushed.
Tell you in a minute.
Oh. I don't want the tea.
Look, she's
Crystal doesn't like tea, but I love
I don't
sweet tea.
want no tea. Give me a Dr. Pepper.
When the tea walks in the room.
when the tea
Just kidding, you guys. We're about to eat calamari and stuff.
Were there
Yeah.
yummy.
Oh, don't put your pinky up.
So what?
Yes.
Where they
Y'all can find me on TikTok, Crys Wall Baby _BAMF, Instagram, Facebook, all those the same thing. Or just punch in Crystal Wall, and there I am. And come shop with me
Yes, on her
on
TikTok.
shop.
She,
Okay,
honey, it's popping.
it
She
is
pops up around
popping.
9,
It's popping.
10.
We
looking good.
Your rhythms. About 9, 10. She be like, y'all, look, I had this. Here it is in black.
She,
Yup.
bro, the one that you did with the mustache.
Yup.
Oh, that face.
I was dying.
Face. I'm like, what is wrong?
Yeah, see, people like that. I like that.
She's like that.
I think I need to get online more and
Yes,
tell people,
you
hey,
do.
I'm
You're a little
really like
attractive,
this. I do shit like that all the time.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Killing myself.
I would have done a voice with it. I had a voice to go with it
I
too.
feel like you need to do that.
Cause I was like, hey y'all, and y'all didn't even catch it. It was like, hey y'all.
No, girl, I
it
can't
went
watch
with
it.
the
I
face.
saw that face. I was like, God damn. I quickly commented, like, I don't even know what I said. I was just, damn.
We got you guys a little something.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, I want you, if you don't mind, just digging through it.
What were you saying?
Dig through it.
My bad.
I forgot. I forgot what I was saying.
Let us know what you think.
Oh, my social media is
Thank you.
Spoiled Latina. I believe all women should spoil themselves.
We agree.
We agree.
Yeah, I've been drinking this at home. Yes, and it's good too. Y'all get.
Oh, I
some
don't
of
have
it.
this
It's
one.
good.
That's gonna
Wait a
make
minute.
you drunk.
I know. I got it at home.
Look in your
gummy.
bag.
Wait. Oh, cute.
Thank you.
So this-
Thank you, Miss Jackson.
I love those. I love those.
Miss Jackson. Nellie's.
Yes. I Miss Jackson.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Miss
sorry,
Jackson.
Miss Jackson.
I'm for real.
Okay, let me get off of it. I'm like stuck on one thing.
Girl, I need readers.
All right,
Right.
ladies. Nothing but love.
Noel.
Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
honey.
Thank you for
We have to
tagging
have
us.
you back. We have to have you back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let's
Good
eat.
times. Yes, let's eat.
Yes, I smell the food and I'm like, oh, I gotta eat now.
You guys,
Your
your smile.
How's it
Your smile.
It doesn't
on
cost-
my face.
it doesn't cost anything to be kind. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours.
And please
Give
make
them
sure to
yours,
follow
biatch.
us on all your platforms, anywhere you get your podcast. It's all right.
It's our Chicago.
They know what
Over
I.
here, Bookie. Where are you looking
Oh,
at?
I was looking over there. Oh, anywhere you get your podcast, make sure you follow us. Sorry.
Like,
They got you.
and she's
And I be out.